Today we're going to talk about Jamahal Hill and if he's got what it takes to beat Alex Pereira. We spoke about Alex Pereira yesterday, and if you're a complete casual and you're only just getting into MMA, Jamahal Hill is the black one on the screen. The angry Brazilian is Alex Pereira's mentor, Alex Pereira's coach, the guy who Alex Pereira looks up to. Jamahal Hill actually beat Glover Teixeira in this fight. Am I saying that right? Glover Teixeira. I can never say names. You guys know I'm all over the place with my accent. So Glover knows exactly what Jamahal Hill does. He knows his tendencies because he's went 5 rounds with the guy. And I'm just going to let you know from the get-go, I've got my new computer set up, but I haven't set it up properly. So there's going to be extremely minimal editing in this video. But it's probably only going to get about 3,000 views anyway. Because as I say, we're not talking about the influencers. But it doesn't matter because I want to start doing more MMA and boxing content that's not just revolved around the drama. Okay, so tomorrow, once I've got my computer set up, we're going to do the full fight card breakdown, the UFC prediction video. For this video, let's jump in and break down Glover Teixeira versus Jamahal Hill. So Glover Teixeira, his main strength is grappling, okay? He's an absolute wizard with the BJJ. So his game plan this fight was to be able to get Jamahal Hill down to the ground. But Jamal's really good at distance management. Now, we are not going to see Alex Pereira do anything. That body kick, so sweet. We're not going to see Alex Pereira have a game plan the same as Glover Teixeira's, because Alex Pereira is not a grappler. We're going to see Alex Pereira come out and go toe-to-toe with Jamahal Hill, and I don't think we're going to see Jamahal Hill grapple either. Now, as you can see, Jamahal Hill is in that southpaw stance, and we spoke about it yesterday. When you're in that southpaw stance, that body kick is available for Alex Pereira all day. So imagine Glover is Alex. If you look at Glover's right leg, if he throws that right leg, Jamal's body is completely exposed. So if Jamahal Hill is going to be fighting in a southpaw stance, look out for that right body kick by Pereira. But the thing is, it's tit for tat. That body kick is also open for the other fighter. So as you're seeing there, Jamahal Hill was able to catch Glover with a couple nice body kicks. So boom, right there. That was solid. Now, that straight right hand by Jamahal Hill is really nice. Look how fast it is. Boom. Just sneaks it in there. And that's also from the orthodox stance. So Jamahal Hill can fight pretty efficiently from both stances, which means that Pereira's low kick is not going to be as much of a factor in this fight as it was in the Jiri Prohaska fight. Now, look out for Jamahal Hill doing this against Pereira. Just peppering some jabs out, trying to get Pereira to throw, so then Jamahal Hill can counter. Watch this. So he's just throwing that jab, and then he does it again, and then the uppercut. See, he went for it then, but bang, bang. Nice 3-punch combination. If he can bait Alex Pereira into throwing a counter, watch out for Jamahal Hill throwing these sharpshooter combinations. He might catch Pereira. Now, one thing we're not going to see Pereira do as much as Glover did here is we're not going to see Pereira blitz from the outside. Pereira likes to have that distance between them, as we spoke about yesterday, but Glover likes to close the distance and is blitzing a little bit more. He hasn't got the reach advantage in this fight. He's got a slight height disadvantage, or are they the same height? But Glover is trying to put the pressure on Jamahal Hill so he can close the distance and so he can take him down. Pereira's not going to do that. Pereira's going to stay from the outside. But if Pereira did decide to blitz in, he's going to get caught with strikes like these. So if you watch Glover now, he goes to blitz in and gets caught with that straight right hand. Boom. So sharp with that, Jamal. See, we're not going to see Pereira put this kind of pressure on. Now take a look at this combination by Jamahal Hill. Right here. Boom. High kick. Right hook, left hand. We know that Alex Pereira likes to carry that guard extremely low. Most people don't go for high kicks on Pereira. Even with Israel Adesanya, it was predominantly low kicks that Izzy was going for. And especially from that southpaw stance. If Jamahal Hill's in southpaw and Alex Pereira is in orthodox, watch out for that left high kick by Jamahal Hill. He could catch Pereira with the hands down, with being in the opposite stance. It's possible. See, there again, he caught Glover. How Glover survived that. He's a tough SOB. So right here's where Jamahal Hill could put that pressure on Pereira, especially them uppercuts as well. I actually somewhat think that Glover's got a better chin than Pereira. You know, Pereira has been a little bit chinny. Now, he has been chinned before, being rocked and dazed and being able to come back. So he's got that grit, but I just think he gets rocked a little bit easier than Glover does. And Jamahal hits hard and was able to rock Glover Teixeira. Now, here's where that pressure fighting favours Glover Teixeira, and when he puts the pressure on Jamahal Hill, Jamahal struggles to fight off the back foot right here. So hits him with that lead left hook, and then continues with the pressure. You can see Jamal's a little bit sloppy there. Catches Jamahal a few times nicely. And we know Pereira, he throws from weird angles. His left hook comes from down by his hip. It almost comes up in a weird way. Now, here is a classic kickboxing combination. This is something that Robert Whittaker likes to do a lot. We've seen Leon Edwards KO Kamaru Usman with it. So if you watch Jamahal Hill right now, he throws his left hand. So he's in the southpaw stance. He throws his left hand there. That had zero intention of trying to land. Now we change camera angle to here, and then he fakes that left hand again in order to cover the vision of Glover, and then throws the left high kick. So right here, watch this slowly. You can see he's brought that left hand out a little bit, and then that left high kick comes up. Boom. But Glover done a good job there of blocking the shot, but still, when you're taking a hard, solid kick like that, even when you block it, it can still rock you slightly. And I think Glover was a bit off, but yeah, there you go, he was off balance. That kick didn't even get through, and it still rocked Glover. So sometimes you can do everything right when it comes to your defense, and you'll still get rocked. And Glover, the tough SOB, gets up here. I mean, you just can't help but root for Glover Teixeira. That was a good jab by Glover. See, that was a nice pull counter right there by Jamahal. Little bit over-exaggerated, kind of leaned back a little bit too far, whereas McGregor used to be the best at that. He'd, tiny little pull, and then bang, crack you. So watch the pull counter again by Jamahal. He leans right back now, and then counters Glover with a solid right hand. And once again, we see Jamahal with this kick. Oosh. And then that combination, the more I watch of Jamahal, the more I realise he's kind of like, he's a sniper. That's the best way I can put it. Now, what I like here, this reminds me of when Israel Adesanya baited Alex Pereira into putting the pressure on him against the cage. Israel Adesanya pretended he was hurt and he covered up against the cage, knowing that Pereira was going to pour the pressure on. Glover Teixeira does it to Jamahal Hill right now, although Glover was actually genuinely hurt and tired in this fight. But he covers up a little bit, lets Jamahal open up, and then hits him with two nice counters. Bang, right there. Now, the problem that Glover had here is that he was knackered as well. He's already been rocked 3 times. The one thing we can trust that Alex Pereira's good at doing is coming back and getting a second wind. He's shown that in multiple fights. I mean, look at Glover here. He's still an absolute dog. I don't know if Alex Pereira can take this many shots, though. There's not crazy power going into these by Jamahal, but it was still a lot of volume. And then Glover got Jamahal Hill down in the last round, but too little, too late, unfortunately. And Jamahal walked away with that fight. So here's the thing, you guys. I don't know who to pick in this fight. I really want Alex Pereira to win. I think Jamahal Hill has got the tools to beat Pereira. He's got a really good chin. He's like a friggin' sniper. He's got that grit as well, as shown by the Glover Teixeira fight. But Jamahal Hill is coming off an injury. And you could say one of Jamahal Hill's best weapons is his right hand and his left high kick. Now, I can't remember which Achilles tendon it was, if it was his left, his right, but either way, it's not good because let's just say it's his right side that he injured. If he's trying to throw that right hand, you have to push off that right foot. If you're trying to throw that left high kick, you have to balance on that right foot. And then even vice versa, if it's the left foot, you're still screwed. And a lot of people are questioning whether he's coming back a little bit too early with such a bad injury. And I always err on the side of choosing the person who's had more activity, who's not been injured, and who's got the momentum behind them, which is Alex Pereira. Jamahal Hill's got the tools to beat Alex Pereira, but that inactivity and that injury are big factors to consider. So who do you guys think will win this fight? Has Jamahal Hill got what it takes to get the job done? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video as well, because it'll always get crap engagement on the UFC prediction videos. Tomorrow, we're going to do a UFC 300 full fight card prediction video once I've got my computer all set up. But yeah, just make sure you smash that like button. Appreciate you tuning in. Catch us tomorrow.